Alright guys, welcome back to the video. I don't know how, if you guys can hear me clearly, but I'm just going to be walking around and just today I'm going to be talking about why you should not borrow your friends money, right? Because it may seem obvious, but actually it is not obvious. So let me tell you guys a story. I went to school with this my friend. He's a biomed major. Somebody who thinks, you can think this guy has money, he's graduated, he's living a life, he has a car. And one day he just texts me, bro, I need urgent $100, I'll give you back soon. Like I'm his urgent bank account. But I just say, you know what? But before that, I've talked to him and I've told him, bro, I'm taking a trip. I don't have any money, I'm struggling. Things are tight, but for some reason he still decided to borrow money. So because he said it's urgent, I'll be like, you know what, maybe this guy's in a tight spot, he needs money so bad, let me help him. And I say, when are you going to pay back? Because you are supposed to pay back my money in like 2 weeks max or 1 week. He says that's just soon. And I think it's months now, and I've never even heard from him. He has not texted me, he has not called me. So I cannot believe that those type of friends are the ones that you have to cut off. Exactly those type of people, right, in your life. Those are the red flags. Don't go associating yourself with people like that who borrow you money and never give you money back. So these are the lessons that I've learned. And I want to say that that $100, I studied accounting in school. When somebody borrow you money for more than 3 months, it's called bad debt, right? And before that, a lot of people have borrowed me money from back home in Africa, Cameroon. And for some reason, I'll give them because they will always come with these big excuses. Oh, my mother is having a surgery. She's dying. The doctor is asking for this. Please help me. And they will say they need borrow. Sometimes I'll help them. Sometimes I'll borrow them the money. But my money that has traveled across the Atlantic Ocean, I have never received that money back. So that is just those type of people that borrow you money and never give you back. You have to cut them because maybe in their head they see you as a fool, or maybe they see you as you have money and they're thinking that, okay, maybe this guy, why is he asking me for money again? Another situation, one of my friends here in America, I borrowed him $300. And when I usually don't ask for money back, because when I borrow you money, I'm like, give me a date to pay back, give me a date. And the person, maybe they'll give me a date, maybe they'll say in 2 weeks, in this time, in this month. And those will always pass and I will never try to come back and ask. But this my friend, one time that I asked for my money. Imagine asking for your own money. A dog is barking at me, guys. Can you imagine? Imagine asking for your own money and somebody is telling you it's just $300. Why are you disturbing me? Can you imagine? But you did not have the $300. So that pains me very bad, because that my $300, now that I'm a dividend investor, imagine since 2018-19, I would have put that money somewhere and it would have been growing and growing and growing, and I would have had a lot of money now. So any friend that borrows you money and does not give you back, those are the friends that you should cut off in your life. And I want to say that if you're in your 20s, as a man, use that opportunity to get out of debt as fast as possible. If you're in debt, maybe you live in America, because in America it's very common for people to go to school, they finish and they'll be in debt. Stop paying that student loans, $100, $200. No, pay with everything that you have, because that's how you're going to move forward. That's how you are going to start accumulating money and saving money for bigger investments, right? Once you have that, whatever loans that you have, maybe credit card loans, just finish paying them off. That's the goal in your 20s and in your 30s. This video may be short because that's all I have to say about that. I have very short stories. With that being said, like I said, so when you don't borrow money, what should you do with your money, right? When you have money, as a dividend investor, for me, find a stock or an ETF, right? And you put that money inside of it and just wait 1 month, 2 months and see what happens. If it's growing, maybe they'll give you a dividend in 3 months. Most stocks, or in 4 months. Most stocks actually they pay you dividends in 4 months. If they are not paying you dividends, maybe the stock is going to be growing. Maybe it's going to go up, maybe it's going to go down. You never know. It's kind of dark out here in this area. Let me go to a lighter area where there's more light. And for those who think that coming to America is going to make their life easy, I am an example, right? I came here, I've gone to school here, I've seen my friends who are engineers, even they are begging me, they are asking me to borrow the money. America is not easy. Africa is not easy. Nowhere is easy. But if you can manage your life, if you can, you know what you are doing, you know what is coming in, you also know what is going out, you know how to manage your finances, that is what makes life easy for you. And what makes you successful as a successful person is when you can find a direction, you can find a purpose, you can find a goal that you want to achieve, and you take measurable steps every single day to make sure that you are getting one step closer to that goal. For example, what am I doing with my investments? I've automatically put $18 every single day. That's 5 days a week. I'm investing $18 every single day for Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. Whatever that totals, I think it totals about $90. I'm putting all of that money into one ETF. And I hope that in the next 5 years, I want that ETF to start paying me. That means I want the dividends that ETF is paying me every month to be enough that I can manage. Let's say if I travel to Africa, it's paying me $100. Maybe in 5 years I've had like $10,000 in it. I'm giving the example of the ETF that I'm using, right? JEPQ, income dividends. Those pays every month. And what if it's giving me $100 every month? That is a good goal, but I'm not gonna think small. I want bigger, right? So if I had 50,000 in it, what if I had 100,000 in that ETF? That is going to be something very good for me, and that is what I'm looking forward to consistently invest my money into an asset rather than borrowing money. Once you borrow money or once you spend money, that money does not belong to you. Don't forget that. Once you borrow money, because you are not borrowing money, you are not a bank. When a bank borrows money, it's almost guaranteed, because they can even come and take away some collateral, right? Your vehicle, they can take your rent, or they can cut your salary from your job, your payments, right? But once you borrow money from a family member, from a friend, just know that money is missing money. Just know that money, you may not have it back. And that is always what has happened to me. And that's why I'm advising you in your 20s and in your 30s, stop borrowing money. Put that money somewhere that is going to grow. Put that money into a stock, put that money into an ETF that will pay you back. With that being said, my name is Terry again. If you guys are new to this channel, please like this video. Please comment down below what you think about investing in your young 20s. Don't miss out, because so many people can be fooled. They can go after school, have an apartment, paying 100 and something with their loans, if they have loans, or not even saving money at all. But it's very important to save your money. It is very important to invest your money. That is why I'm here. That is why I'm the dividend investor. That is why I want you guys to get into the hobby of investing your money rather than day trading. I've been day trading for so long, and I've seen that it's not benefiting me, because you can take a loss, you can take a win, blah blah blah. But the most important thing is you have to be able to measure what you are investing, right? There's a saying that what gets measured gets done. I will always say that. Maybe that's something that I'm going to say in my video now. What gets measured gets done. Measure how much you are putting inside, and then you calculate the amount of time, how long you want to do it, and that's how you get rich. It's taking small steps, small actions, day in, day out, right? That's why you can even automate the investment. Now I don't even care if you ask me what did I do today, did I invest money? I would say yes, but I don't even feel like it because I do not have to open any chart to try to day trade, to try to predict the market, blah blah blah. No, but I know that what in the future, in 2 months, in 3 months, in 4 months, in 1 year, in 2 years, I know that I will be successful as long as I stay consistent. With that being said, guys, peace out.